Okay, it's time for another video talking about being an imposter and imposter syndrome. I've seen another video of another author talking about how all authors feel like an imposter. No, we fucking don't. Please, for the love of God. Not all authors feel like imposters. That is such an arrogant blanket statement. And for those people who say, oh, if authors don't feel like an imposter, there's something wrong with them, which I heard the other day. No, there ain't nothing fucking wrong with us. In fact, there's probably everything right with us because we don't have insecurities. That's what it stems down to. We don't feel like frauds. That's what it stems down to. We aren't insecure about what someone has said or taken on their projections because we have that in our mental state. We know to not take that on. We know that what we do is good enough. We know that it doesn't matter if other people like it. I don't like a lot of trad published books. I don't care if people don't like mine. And maybe that's the mindset you need to get in your head. You're so worried about what other people will think of your book and whether they'll like it or not that you get too scared to even put it out. Stop. We do not all suffer from imposter syndrome. We are not all imposters. Many of us have a very level head on our shoulders. We get through this shit. We deal with this shit. We kick this shit to the curb. So for the love of God, can you stop lumping every single author, published or otherwise, writer, published or otherwise, into the same fucking basket because we don't all belong in that basket. And I'm really getting sick and tired of seeing this garbage and seeing the generalisation and seeing me lumped in with everybody else. There are millions of writers and authors. We don't all suffer from the same problems. We don't all have writer's block. We don't all have imposter syndrome. Two things that don't actually technically exist. The cold hard fact is that your sweeping blanket generalisation is arrogant and very wrong. That is a fact. What is not a fact is that everyone suffers from imposter syndrome or feels like an imposter. When you haven't met every single writer or author on this planet, to have spoken to them, to see how they feel or what they think, you cannot claim to know that every single author or writer suffers from imposter syndrome or feels like an imposter. You haven't met everyone. You cannot claim something you cannot back up. That makes you look like an idiot. Do you want to look like an idiot? So the next time you're an author, published or otherwise, or a writer or published or otherwise, and you want to claim that all authors and all writers feel like an imposter or suffer from imposter syndrome, don't. Because it's not true. It's just not true. That would be like saying every woman on the planet loves Ryan Gosling. No, we don't. We just don't. Seems like a nice guy. Seems like a good actor. But we just don't. So please, for the love of God, stop making sweeping generalisations. They're just arrogant. And they're lacking so much proof and evidence. Because that proof doesn't exist. Please just stop. We don't all love Ryan Gosling. And we don't all suffer from imposter syndrome. And we don't all feel like imposters.